What it is, Super Disky fans, I am Sizwe Mabena, absolutely proud in introducing what will once again be a tradition in the world of Super Disky. We look at the best 10 goals over the last 3 months in the Super Disky world. That includes the ABSA Premiership and Cup games. And, well, this time around, I have the absolute pleasure of being under pressure in the presence of a great in Baba Mthethwa. Welcome's finest.
Sizwe ho tloba mnata se ka jeno tsa goal tse di bonga tsona a se di goal fela ke di goal tse hlwahlwa re tlo hlaisa boqhaitseke bonunu ba di bapa tsa rona tsa ABSA Premiership e ka ba mantshano e ka ba league bona e ja monate lahlela bofufu Mabena.
Number 10 is a man that comes from New Zealand, and the great contribution they've made to the world of rugby in the way of your World of Champions in the last Rugby World Cup. Well, they've also made a contribution to the development of South African football, the Super Disky world. Jeremy BROCKIE doing for SuperSport, who are struggling this season, what he did for them so well last season. That is score a cracker or two, Baba Mthethwa.
Bona, tlhatsangwane o di a tshabeya. Ebile o shapa ka haka matsatsi a. Ba betsa ka haka pele ba kora. Empa SuperSport na le mathata. Mara nthatsa hae. Bua ka yona.
Ke taba yo. Here's Jeremy BROCKIE.
Mthethwa!
Down in Port Elizabeth, they have, of course, ensured that they are bringing us excitement in the way of South African football through Chipper United, a side originally from Cape Town that has found a home in Port Elizabeth. Now, in that exciting Chipper United squad at the early stages of this current campaign, they did have in fact, I should say, a midfielder that goes by the name of Guyani Sali. He is a man that goes into 50-50s with great gusto and, of course, fearless in the battles in the middle of the park. It's that spirit, that 50-50 fighting spirit, as well as the gift of a great touch that sees him score a goal that comes up as number 9 over the last 3 months in, of course, the Super Disky world that just keeps spinning.
Yeah, here's a chance for POLOKWANE to make an impact straight away. He does! He sets up a goal for Sane! It's a stunner! Absolute stunner! Sane with a wonderful finish. The man from Lady Freya. It's his 3rd career goal.
MARITZBUR United and Orlando Pirates served up an, well, unforgettable game that saw MARITZBUR United take a 3-0 lead with the opening goal scored, quite sadly, by KLATE, who went on to pass away prematurely, a man who still had a lot to contribute to South African football. Pirates came back, of course, to make it 3-3 in, as I said, what was an absolutely unforgettable game. And the man that scored the next goal on our list is a man I refer to as old school, THABO. He does what he does best, hit it first time and hit it well in breathtaking fashion. Here is old school taking us back to the future against MARITZBUR in a game that'll have us looking back in the future.
Right in Mhlongo. Oh, Miss Bombrachane Bagoza! Ngikutshelile ngosani. Ngikutshelile ngonozinto eMaritzburg United. Angeke umuntu akushaye kude kanje. Hayi uyabakaza nje ubakaza ubala.
MAMELODI SUNDOWNS and KAIZER Chiefs met in Durban for a memorable final. I say memorable, not for who won it, but for how the final was won. And of course, the fact that it was MAMELODI SUNDOWNS that not only scored goals and denied Chiefs goals, including a penalty, but did so in quite some style. Here is MAMELODI SUNDOWNS putting together that shoe shine and piano that'll have the old school cats, of course, taking off their hats and, well, looking to bone their old school shoes and, well, marveling. An absolutely stunning team goal with the no-look back heel to wind it off with a cherry on top being KEKANA from range, the sniper from the other side of Durban. There's absolutely something about DAINE KLATE and of course the relationship he has with Gavin Hunt. At one time, back at SuperSport United, he went into double figures playing under Gavin Hunt in a season where they were both crowned champions of the ABSA Premiership World, and they're working together out at Bidvest now, looking to create a new set of memories. And DAINE KLATE has very much found his scoring ways. The most goals he has scored in recent memory in any ABSA Premiership season, let alone the last 4. Here he is from range in DAINE KLATE type of fashion. I'll tell you what, TT loved it when he was calling this particular game.
Let's have a look at what they do here. Ball in from KLATE. Beauty. I told you he loves that. He loves that position. Picks himself up off the floor, takes the free kick himself, and just like that, Bidvest up and running.
Well, another contribution we have here from Bidvest, and it's a youngster, a man who broke into the Bidvest starting 11 as a teenager. Mthethwa, man plays as a deep-lying midfielder who's shown himself to be quite, well, the utility player, can also play in defense, and Gavin Hunt has given him quite some responsibility over the last couple of years. Here he is showing he's got the bite for the challenge in midfield in the 50-50 ball challenge, and also the click, bang when required to give Bidvest the edge when the regular goal scorers aren't doing their thing.
Emambozana evayo nonyanedula bathu Mthemuthu unosinyeile William TWALA ke abasiya jwalo ka thipa ngwaneso abatabula bona ntlhante e smart a etsa batho abatabula Celtic e moshebeletse a etsa ntho tse tjena la hlela bofofu.
The whistles from the crowd though. Yes, TWALA once more. Manse waits. TWALA's going to go on his own. What a goal! William TWALA. Wonderful strike.
eThekwini kwalika banana siyabonga Dube unyamazana ayitsa mihlolo mika into zesaxwayeleyang bona ulithatha athathe nyamazana.
Did well, then quickly turning defense into attack with Masilela having pushed forward. It's still there! Click, bang! 10 men bring this game to life and give themselves hope of possibly turning things around. Kuna lit up.
It's a solo run. Talk about a solo run.
Utswala emamboza ke sebapadi se le seng fela Afrika Borwa se hapile league 5 times. SuperSport Orlando Pirates bona tatazela matatazela ula ba etsa ba tatazela tsatsing leo ke bua ka mang DAINE KLATE Marcel Mshimana Port Elizabeth bona ha etsa mehlolo hape lena shebella bona ntho tse smart ba tatazela wa tatazela we matatazela DAINE KLATE.
Now live at the other end, DAINE KLATE has equalised. That's one of those classic goals that the Orlando Pirates used to score in KLATE's days. The early ball up front, he hung up, put it away.
One of the absolute old school players of the Super Disky game is David MATHEBULA. Some of you might remember him from the Dynamo's days, playing alongside men such as AK-47 way back in the day when Baba Mthethwa first broke through onto the scene with Hotata. Here he is in the Tshwane derby, in a game where they lost SuperSport. Hey, Hotata. But he scored an absolute cracker, the goal of the match, Baba Mthethwa.
Nitetsule matsoka nite bolo eo DVD abamidi DVD fela o tsa gona ma television ke ntho tsa rona
ke replay again wa gona o rewind
chisa
DVD
MATHEBULA
Chovicho number 1.
MATHEBULA can hit the ball from this range and it goes for goal. Oh, you beauty, what a cracker. And he just stood there like nothing had happened. Absolutely brilliant. There's nothing wrong with that.
There is nothing wrong.
So there you have it, the top 10 goals over the last 3 months of Super Disky football. That's ABSA Premiership football, including cup games as well. And what crackers there have been. We look forward to the next 3 months. Look forward to presenting you the top 10 goals of the next 3 months in ABSA Premiership football. For now, Kiamani, Machabig, Kikanangwan, Kipita Las Vegas, short left.
Chisa.
Welcome's finest.
Halala.
Top 10.
Top 10. Kami hlala matsatsi wa tseba. Tlo kopana hape nako e tlang. Ha o le tjena. Dula mna tu shebele yona tsa Super Disky on SuperSport. Ho tobatha.
Click, click.
Bang.